TJ, with the stun of shades right now, before we get into the fight itself, I'm curious as to how you felt warming up, how you felt in that walk to the octagon, because there's a lot of things you can prepare for with a fight, but that's not necessarily one of them. Mm-hmm. How did you feel?
I felt really good warming up. I did feel really good in the back. The walkout was a little nervous, right? I haven't done that in 2.5 years, so it is some emotions you have to learn to control, you know. But when I got out there and I saw my mom and my dad in the front row, I saw my teammates, my manager, just kind of all went away and got excited.
You know, you're very familiar with Cory. I mean, I've seen you guys spar. You guys were teammates for a long time. Your expectation going into it, did he do what you thought he was going to do?
He did. He's a very, very tough fighter. Like I've said in many interviews now, I believed in him before he even believed in himself. But he also did what I thought he was going to do, and that's how I was able to beat him.
In terms of what you think made the judges score it for you ultimately in the end here, what was, do you believe, the defining factor of this victory for you?
My pace, my control, using that cage work and just pressure and landed some big shots as well. I know he did as well too, but that pressure.
Yeah. How much danger were you in at any point, especially with the cut? Because not just the cut being there, but also the fact that it's going into your eyes then.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't see. I had to play that off, but there was some good blood going in my eye. It was unfortunate. I've had this cut now. I was getting ready for him, my last fight camp, and I got cut twice. And so it's just been ready to get open. I might have to get some things cleaned up in there. But something I just had to, not think about, just push past it. So, I mean, nothing in there was I worried about getting finished. It was more just pushing the pace.
Sure. You know, there's people who believe in ring rust. There's people that don't. Now that you've had this almost 2.5-year layoff, getting back in there, I mean, did you feel different, or was it like you were hoping all week long that this would be exactly where I left off?
I'd say it was not my best performance. I'm definitely a better fighter than I showed. So, there's some rounds where I did better than the others. So, yeah, I would say maybe there's maybe a little bit of timing and ring rust there, but, you can't teach meanness, and I was just going to be mean.
What do you feel like you would have done differently?
More feints. I wish I hurt my knee real bad in the beginning of that into that first round. I could have wrestled a lot easier. I could have taken him down when I had his back all those times, but I couldn't lift him. So that's unfortunate, right? It takes a big game plan out of the window and throwing that out and not being able to do it. So I would have been able to hopefully change that if my knee wasn't hurt.
Sure. Well, it ultimately came down to the judges' scorecard, and they ruled it a victory for you. TJ, moving forward, if the belt is on the line in, the fall at some point between Aljo and Peter, what does that mean for you? Do you want to have another break? Do you want to fight someone maybe like a Rob Font in the division?
I want that belt. Obviously I'm not going to wait forever. If it's going to take too long, let's get that interim belt in there. We can't wait for Aljamain to get healthy for that long. But ultimately, I want that belt. The belt's mine.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to seeing you back in there. There was a lot of media attention on this. You handled it all really well. Congratulations.
I appreciate that,
Thanks.
Megan.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.